who'll be stopping by to say hello. Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show. With Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm thinking of love and all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam.
It's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again, and you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the sugar shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get weighed, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. All right, you know it, let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. That sounds good. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. It's as sweet as maple syrup. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. I'm here, but you find me out at the sugar shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the sugar shack. Hey Jeff, is that getting close? You'll find me out at the sugar shack. Oh, it smells good, brother. You'll find me out at the sugar shack. I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the sugar shack.
That was an abrupt. That was an abrupt. Uh-oh. Well, now that we got that going on, we know that there's about a 31.5-second delay. All right, let's just say good morning to everybody. Good afternoon to Tiffany, because we're all over the house. Here's Wendy, and howdy, Wendy. Joey's always around, but I did beat him to his wife's post this morning, and I got to say good morning first. I was trying to get a video uploaded to the misses and can't find out how to sign in. Oh, that's an easy fix, Wendy. You just have to go back in and log in under that email. And then you'll be in there. Or you go to the other section. Yeah, we can go over it. I can get you logged into there in 37 seconds. You just have to go down to the bottom, click on your little icon, and if you look up at the top, just underneath your picture, it'll say adjust account or change account, or click on that, click the account you want, and bang, you're over to your other Mrs. Hardneck. Miss Hardneck Farms. Mm-hmm. Anyways, and we got Grace and Fire. We know where she is. I got to bring her. She's here with us today. And I strategically only left her with a few dog treats. Got to look after. Got to look after puppers. Puppers is number one. In this house and in that house. The puppies, they're here. Humans, down here. Yep. And we got Jerry. G'day, Jerry. Canadian Family Life. Howdy, howdy. And, speak of trouble, there she is. There's Jin, all in her glory. Slow down, Scott. You've already lost her. Who did I lose? I didn't lose. I know I didn't lose her.
Hey!
She's in the basement. She only got two M&Ms.
The dog biscuits are really, really good.
They're crunchy.
They're crunchy, and the puppers will do anything for them. So
hey, and I hear that she's going to have a shiny coat.
I am. I mean, look at my hair. It's already starting to work. It's like straightening it out. It's already glistening. Yeah. I mean, just have a few dog treats from Sir Grace's puppers.
Absolutely. If that doesn't give you a shiny coat.
Okay. I don't know what will, And then you can go outside and work all day and come in. I don't know if it's show here. Yeah, you can see it and get a sunburn too. Oh yeah, I have to wear long sleeves today because I'm freezing. It's not because it's
so outside. If you use my special ointment.
Yeah, I need to get that out and get it going.
If you just put a little bit on, takes the pain away instantly.
I need the coldness. I'm not in pain now. I mean, you can see
but you have that pickiness, like that, it'll
come in a day or two. It'll be too.
Yeah. But
yeah, been working on the chicken run and Sir Grace. Oh, I have to tell you, I met you through YouTube when you were in the Sugar Shack singing of that song, right? Because we're into that. I love that song. And I met you that way. You were in your Sugar Shack, and I asked you about the maple trees. I have a Norway maple, and I remember asking you, you're so sweet. I said, can I tap that Norway maple? And you said sugar content wouldn't be the best for that. Well, this is the same tree that's coming down. It's invasive. And so yesterday I was out cutting up the branches and putting it in the raised bed, trying to fill this new raised bed up, doing the hugelkultur method.
Sir Grace!
Hey, long time no see, Sir Grace.
Sure glad you're here, brother.
I am too. So Sir Grace has see Sir Grace. But anyhow, so I took care of all the branches yesterday and yeah, now I'm freezing, so I have to wear a long sleeve shirt. Again, not because it's cold outside, but because I'm cold.
I happened to, Colin was talking to her about the cruise and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm just going to set you right here and we'll talk as I work. Next thing I know, right into chicken poo. I'm like, great. Throw me right into the chicken poo.
Well, at least it composts really good.
Oh, Sir Grace, and you got to see the special chicken. That was hilarious yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. She just, bless her heart. So I have a disabled hen, for those who don't know. And we think something happened with her hips. It happened about 2 years ago. Listen, she eats, she drinks, she poops, she lays an egg, her comb is red. She gets to stay. She's just disabled.
Yep.
And I let them all free range. Trip Up the Mountain came out to help me with a part of the project. And so I let them all free range. And
coming up.
Yeah. So this little girl found her favorite little spot underneath of the a rose bush and anise hyssop. It's kind of like in between the two of them. And she was in the shade and she just got herself perched up in there. She looked so comfy. Oh, Hank. Hi, Hank. I wish you were close. Hank, look, I have a whole jar just for you. Come on, Hank.
You can't have those.
I got them, and they're good for you too.
But it sets his tummy off. He's just had a week. He's had a week of horrible tummy issues.
Oh, is he on the brat diet?
No,
brat diet?
There's a specialty. Were you calling him?
Yeah. Hey, babe.
Oh, go see Brooke.
Priorities.
Yeah, well, he's still got one of his humans. She hasn't went back to work yet. So.
Oh.
Now he's, but no, there's a special green. It's very quick to digest.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't affect his innards.
That's awesome.
And trust me, I have a heart attack every time we go to buy a bag.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
$178 per bag.
How many pounds?
20. Is it
25?
Yeah, I think it's just below 50-pound bag.
Okay.
Like the big bags.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it like any other dog, we used to feed the best of the best at still only, at I think it was $90 plus tax.
Yeah.
This everything out the door is $79.68 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. G'day,
Well,
Johnny.
I have to pay what do I pay? It's like 80 or 90 a bag for Sir Grace's, and it's it doesn't have copper and copper sulfates added to it because he has, if you know, in the human world, he has Wilson's disease in humans, but in the dog world, it's called copper storage disease, and it because they add copper and copper sulfates to the dog food, and it transferred over somehow in the 90s when they were adding these to the pig food to fatten them up. Somehow this spilled over into the dog food industry, and a lot of dogs who have higher ALTs, your liver enzymes are up. A lot of them are starting to show signs of copper storage disease, and the only way to diagnose it is through a biopsy, which Sir Grace's pup has had, so he is confirmed. But he is living a long life. He should not still be alive to this day, but we caught it super early and we were treating it early. So he's, and you got to see him. He's bouncing around like a little kiddo.
Oh yeah. Well, Debbie had never seen Hawk or interacted with him. So she just actually left for work literally 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, she got to see him.
Yeah, she got to see Hawk perform. So
yeah, and when I said he's 11, I think I saw her eyes. Because he acts like a toddler, so he's in great health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one, Wendy. We looked into making our own dog food, and it requires a lot when you're dealing with a dog that has copper storage disease. A lot more than what I thought.
Everything's got some kind of copper, like it's just, it sucks.
It does. And then he has allergies on top of that. So then we have to look. I found a dog food. It took me a bit, but I'm working with a veterinarian out of Michigan, and the number one internal medicine doctor in the canine industry. She's out of Cornell University. She's doing a research study on it, and she actually has his medical records. She's going to be presenting it to the FDA to get the copper and copper sulfates either lowered or taken completely out of the dog food industry. So his puppy is going right there. I have to take a phone call, so I'm going to excuse myself if that's okay.
Absolutely. You go do what you got to do. I'll put you down in the basement. Let me know whenever you're back. And there we go. So yeah, we got the final tallies in. Lot of people canceled. There's only going to be we had 40 people back out on the trip. So needless to say, we're going to have, I think we only have like 22 cabins that are coming with our group. It's going to mean a lot more one-on-one fellowship. So it is what it is. And, life happens, and, I can attest, like, $28,000 for the stuff we had to put in last fall. That took a lot to try to, get that all straightened around. And then we got nailed with a minor tornado Tuesday night. We do have damage. It is what it is. I had 2 secondary buildings. They're destroyed. Lifted Kyle and Debbie off the ground like a big old parachute. Anyway, so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing this afternoon, is taking all this stuff apart. And yeah, I hate to leave my brand new lawn tractor outside, but I got to do what I got to do. And we still don't understand how, because it was tucked into the corner of that house. Anybody that's seen me outside, it did damage to my brand new apple tree that we were just talking about. It's only a year old, and I had to cool down for 24 hours, and then this afternoon I'll go outside with Hankster and we will survey the damage. It took the eaves trough off this house from about way over here, over to the side. The eaves trough's gone. It's all smashed. Structurally, though, I can't see anything wrong with the house structurally. So I might see my neighbor next door, see if I can just put our lawn tractor in his garage. And, I'll rent a space until I can get a area ready to go. But yeah, no, it sucks. Kyle said that, they were eating, and what leads us to think it was a microburst and not a tornado. They didn't hear the train coming. Well, if you don't hear the train, then you're pretty much going to have a microburst. And how it got all my secondary buildings that side of my property, and it's fine over here. Like my neighbors wasn't touched. So it's almost like it was just, and where my shed was in the corner of my property line. We had extra tie downs. Like we use those spiral things. I think I had 6 of them in. So like it should not have went anywhere. If anything, but again, it's an extra $2,000 that I'm going to have to save up and hope for the best, and it is what it is. But yeah, it's about $2,000 worth of damage that I can see so far. House-wise, the windows are fine, the doors are fine, the roof's fine. Or at least the front is. I have to check the back today. But again, it is what it is. Yeah, I wish it wasn't like this, but just one thing after another. One thing after another is all I can say. You can get angry, get mad, stomp, pout. It's not going to change the outcome. And on top of that, find out that 40 people canceled the cruise. And again, people, there's nothing we can do. People, it is what it is, and a lot of people just couldn't do it. I know there was one guy that was just had to change the title on the truck. He had sold a truck to pay for cruise, and well, that didn't come through, so he had to walk away. So other than that, though, I do believe everybody's been she's probably been sitting down there for a long time, and I'm sitting here.
I was just sitting back. I found a Diet Pepsi in the basement, so I'm like, oh, that's so nice of you. You knew exactly what drink to have for me after my coffee. I mean,
it was for Sir Grace, but if you're gonna take it,
he don't like Diet Pepsi, so I was just handling it for him.
Neither do I. That's why I left it for you.
Oh, thank you. It's one of my favorites. I like to have one. Miss Ann had, I remember her, was it Coke or Diet Coke?
Oh, no. Miss Ann, she loves her Coke.
Okay, well, mine is Diet Pepsi, so.
Well, it's going to be funny on the chip because it's all Pepsi.
Oh, no, Miss Ann. Please still come. I'll help you find a Coke because I really want you to come. Don't let the Coke stop you.
Oh,
I want
no beverage is gonna stop.
I want
Miss
Miss Ann.
Ann.
Oh, girl, I want Miss Ann on that cruise.
She's a coming.
Good.
Yep.
She'll be okay. Okay, good. Because every port, I'm gonna be like, "Where's that Coke for Miss Ann?" Oh, I gotta find her a Coke.
So, I did I'm gonna. There we go. Straighten. Tomorrow night's live is going to be about the next steps on what to do and what not to do.
Okay. So, are you gonna call me out because I already made a blunder? I mean, is that what this is gonna be? Okay, wait till tomorrow to find out what Glenda did.
Did I say your name?
Well, newbie cruiser, like, I hope, I did the freebie thing. I'm like, hey, it's free. Why not? Everything
on the ship is free.
Well,
Glenda's going to have her room like one of those hoarder rooms. It's free.
It's free.
Sir Grace is going to be like hanging onto the door.
He's going to be so mad at me. He's going to be like, here she goes and that freebie stuff. As long as it's not a box being delivered, because I'm extreme couponing again.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Amazon. Yes, Amazon. I knew I could get Amazon up here.
Yes. No. CVS box. Target box.
Yeah, exactly. G'day, Scotty.
Blame the newbie. Well, actually, I did a newbie move, and it was funny last night getting the call.
And it wasn't even, anyways.
It's pretty funny. Stay tuned. It's pretty funny. Let's just say I need to find 4 friends. It was free. I need to find 4 friends.
Oh, man.
Anybody want to be my friend? I just need 4 of you.
Well, four friends that have already booked on the cruise.
Yes, only 4 that booked, because you must be on the ship.
Yeah. If you read our little thing down here, it's too late now.
Too late.
Now, if somebody wins the lottery between now and then, you guys can come on the cruise. You just can't get our discounts.
But then they can pay for the things that you have to pay for me, because I'm looking for the freebies. If you want to like hook a girl up. If you won the cruise and won the lottery and you're coming on the cruise and you just want to bless Sir Grace and I with paying for something, I've got 4 extra things that, I need to find 4 friends, and it would be free for you.
Everybody on the ship can go there for free. But Glenda doesn't care because it's free.
It's free.
And all that I said was, since Sir Grace is in the hospital, have a chat with him about X and Y.
Yes.
She went and booked Z. Nowhere did that come in my equation.
I just need 4 friends.
She was only supposed to talk to Sir Grace, and then Jesse and I were going to chit-chat with her. But no, she had to jump right to Z.
Miss Ann's going to be my friend. Okay, I'll leave it alone. I got 1 friend. Thank you. I just need 3 more. It's free. It won't cost you anything.
I was going to say, Miss Ann, even if you gave the full reservation to her, that wouldn't be enough for Miss Ann and her.
I know.
Actually, what a tremendous, blessing to be able to go with 2 of her grandchildren to Alaska.
Oh, I think that's awesome.
And, she tried to get all her grandbabies to go, and, I don't blame her son. You know, he's got a
No.
very successful business, and he just can't leave that to anybody.
No.
You know, like you read and you look at all these things that, you know, the owner goes away and the mice will play.
Yeah.
Well, he's, you know, from what I've heard and seen, yeah, her son doesn't do any of those playing things. It's beautiful work that he does, and he doesn't want to just let anybody do that.
Oh, I'm glad you'll be there, Jerry. Yay!
Yeah, Jerry and Susan. I had a good chat with Jerry because he's doing a surprise for some people.
Aw.
And we were planning on X number, and we ended up with Y number. So I had to quick give him a phone call and say, "Hold the press!" Man. So,
Oh my goodness.
He's warned so that, you know, he's not going to keep playing Santa Claus, and, you know, all his fine little elves. You know, there's no need for the little elves to do all the work right now.
Right. Well, I think it's awesome that she's bringing grandbabies along. I just did a trip with one of mine, and I have more than one grandbaby, but
But yours are only young grandbabies.
But this one, I'm telling you, we had a blast, and so I'm kind of getting into that phase of vacationing with the grandbaby. It'll be babies, you know. Well, as soon as I can get more to go with me. If I said Disney, I bet I'd get them all. But anyhow, we didn't do Disney.
I was going to say, if you're doing Disney, oh, wow, you're going to have to sell Sir Grace for that one.
We actually are talking about doing that at some point. We want them to get a little bit older.
Let them get older so they we went whenever Kyle was 10.
Okay.
And we got like the food package. We got, you know, we got, but they would not allow us to, even though Kyle was a football player, you know, loved his carbs and whatever, they made him eat off the children's menu.
Oh.
So it either go whenever they're 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Or wait until they're 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, somewhere right in that range. There's a resort, military resort right at Disneyland. Shades of Green, I think is the name of it. And
okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking at and staying there. So and that'll be in a few years. It's what the kids are all wanting to do, and with the littles. And so I'm like, okay, let's start saving for that. So that way we can all go.
That's what I mean. You know, you got a lot of saving to do.
Yeah.
And oh, I gotta show this. I am extremely proud of. I'm already starting to get beans.
Is that from Survival Seeds?
There, no, I'm not doing Survival Seeds this year.
Oh, you're not. Okay.
Well,
but you got beans though. That's pretty good. I haven't even. My tomato plants, now that's not from the Survival Seeds, but they're like that big the last time I checked. I'm going over to look at them again. They're at a friend's greenhouse.
Okay.
And so I'm going to go over and check them tonight and see how they're doing. But I am doing the Survival Seeds collab. It's a little too late to start the seeds all in the house. This weekend we start actually gardening. It's Derby Day on Saturday. So that's our garden.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, today's actually Thurby, so they have races all week. Okay. So on Thursday they call it Thurby, and then Friday is the Oaks race. The Oaks, they also celebrate women who have or are battling breast cancer. It's their fundraiser.
Okay.
And then on Saturday is they call it the Kentucky Derby, but actually the big race is Run for the Roses. which is the final race. And that's what everybody typically watches, is the Run for the Roses race. So it's really cool. They are sweet grands and their parents are coming. That's right. You know what? That's the best part of being a grandma. I mean, because you get all the fun stuff, and then like when the parents have to be stern and disciplined, you know, like acting out, then you get to walk away. Or I got in trouble. True story, I got in trouble. I started laughing when the little one was mouthing off.
Oh, you didn't.
I did. And I literally had to do like this and turn my head. And I'm like,
Grandma Gigi's going to get herself in trouble.
I know that you're just like your father. And I'm dying laughing. I had to walk away from the situation because it was fun. Yeah.
Well, anybody wants to come ahead up. I dropped the link there now. It's just going to be a nice, easy Thursday. A lot of laughs, some good fellowship. And, yeah, I'm not going to be on a whole long time, but we'll be on for another little bit. And, you know, it's time to get back to the roots. And I know there's some people that lurk that are new to YouTube, and I want to get back to celebrating those new channels. You know, kind of got off my soapbox a little bit. And, you know, the whole reason why I started a channel and all that. So, you know, as long as you interact in the chat, you're more than welcome to come up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I don't know you. You haven't partook in any of the conversation in the chat. Start chatting.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get to know you, and then you come on up. It's one of those things where, you know, best way to grow.
Absolutely.
I had my watch hours like 6 months, maybe 8 months after I started my channel. Wow. I had watch hours like that, but I was on everybody's live, and I was hosting so many lives.
Yeah. I'm still not monetized. I've got a long way to go, but you know what? My thing with YouTube has always been and will always be, it's for fun, and family comes first for me. And I've not been consistent, and I'm okay with that because my priorities are.
Well, that's right. Your priorities right now are your grands.
Yeah.
Sir Grace.
Yeah, Sir Grace. What am I? No, I love them.
I know what you can. I'll send down the 2x4 Debbie uses on me.
No, Sir Grace and I have been married. This cruise is our 30th wedding anniversary, so we're approaching 30 years. And I always say the poor suckers had to put up with me.
So Debbie and I are 29. Sunday?
Oh, wow. You better get it right. You better go get her something for your anniversary, like flowers. Or
She's got me. That's all she needs.
Thank you, Wendy. Flowers. Even if you have to go pick them. I always tell Sir Grace, I'm okay if you go out and pick them. Bring me some flowers.
If I was to bring her home flowers or chocolate, I would get yelled at.
Okay, make her favorite meal. That's a winner for me. My favorite meal on the grill. Oh, are you kidding me? A good steak on the grill.
That's the problem. My oldest and my middle, they're Kyle, Debbie and I would do a nice steak or some grilled chops. Even though Debbie's not a huge, she's not a huge pork girl.
Okay.
Never has been. She's like,
I like her already. I already like her. I'm not either.
She'll have a pork chop maybe twice a year.
Okay, I go maybe once every 5 years for a pork chop. Maybe. Okay. I don't like pork chops. But a good steak on the grill, don't worry about your other two. Just make it for Debbie. I feel like
if I'm making steak,
they're all out of the way. You and Debbie, just the two of you. I mean, like, kids, yeah, okay. You're adults. You can go make your own. There's the kitchen. Knock yourself loose. You know.
They would go hungry. This is the new generation.
Oh, I tell my kids, go into the kitchen. Actually, I have to tell you, on the cooking.
Oh, so do I do the same.
Yeah.
Not their mother.
Oh, I do. I'm like, you go, there's the kitchen. But now I do have a bonus kid. I never call them my in-laws, ever. I call them my bonus kids. So I have a bonus kiddo. Anything she makes, holy freaking moly. I want her grocery list. I want to open up my kitchen and be her sous chef. I'll clean up after her. Man, that woman can cook. I have to say.
Hey, you know what?
I have one.
She gives you good babies.
I do.
And she knows how to cook for your boy.
She does. Well, then my boy knows how to bake for her. See, she's the cook. He's the baker. Sir Grace instilled that into him. And he makes some of the best pies, cakes. Mm-hmm. Oh, he made a chocolate peanut butter pie one time.
So you see, Kyle can cook. Kyle can bake. He doesn't like to bake because you have to be so precise. He does like to, like, if I'm in the kitchen making supper, he'll stand right beside me and, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We got trouble?
We got trouble in the basement. Grab
my drink. Who is it?
I can hear it right now.
That's it's Miss Ann. Hey, girl.
Oh, now I'm gonna be holding you to that, finding me a Coca-Cola while we're on.
I'll take you up and I'll find you one. No problem. Be like, there's a Coke. There's a Coke. Miss Ann, I got you, girl.
Go, baby.
Oh man.
I am well.
Oh, your hair is adorable today, Glenda. It looks really cute.
Thank you. I straightened it out. I have natural curly hair, and I just got bangs. So
it looks adorable.
Thank you. I'm all red.
A few dog treats, and she's got a shiny coat. She's good to go.
There we go. So, Scott, you were talking about some storm damage. That sounds terrible. There have been so many.
I was actually the chair for this large meeting Tuesday, and about a quarter of the way through the meeting, bing! I see my phone light up. I'm like, everybody knows I'm in the meeting,
right?
I look down, is your meeting started yet? I'm like, oh no. And I know Hank has not been feeling good all week.
Oh, of course, that's the first place my brain would go to.
First place. So I'm like, what's going on? Never once thought that. But this thing, the winds were so bad. Debbie was hanging on to it for Kyle. And it started to take her away. And like,
what was she holding on to?
One of those like portable sheds.
Oh, okay.
They're cheaper. They're like, I don't know, about $1,000 or so.
Yeah, that's not exactly cheap, but yeah, I get
you. Well, it's gone now. It's garbage.
Mobile. It's pretty mobile in your yard.
It's like, garbage because they found it sailing through into the across the road into the big field.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's about $2,000, but
Butler
it
had a
is
bunch.
what it is, and
Yeah.
there's not much use getting upset.
Well, it doesn't make anything any better, right? You're choosing your attitude there, kiddo. Choosing your attitude. I like that.
Yep. Well, and I know if I would have went out even yesterday, I would have been angry, and so you know what? It's past now. I'll just go out whenever Kyle gets home, get him to look after Hank, and I will survey and do all the damage. I know the farmer behind us was doing all his electric fences yesterday, so thank
Oh, yeah.
goodness they're
Bad.
just putting the cows in today.
Okay, good.
So thank God the cows, because there was 5 trees that fell on the power lines here.
Hmm.
So that would have just nulled the electric fence,
Right.
and I would have looked out back to a bunch of big old black and white faced cattle sitting there going "Mrrr,"
Yeah, feed me.
at my back door. Oh yeah. Well, I like to keep, because our septic system's right behind the house. I like to keep it a little bit longer back there throughout the summer.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, Jody. I like to keep it just a little bit longer, but the cows love that because it's lush green
Sure, they do.
grass. So
Yeah.
they every chance they get over onto my backyard, and whenever I'm growing the vegetables, they'll sit there and come right up to my raised beds that are on my deck, and next I'll hear look at there they want to eat my food.
Oh, my
I'm like,
goodness.
get out of here.
Sounds like an angry donkey I take care of. If I don't get to the farm on time, you can hear her all in the subdivision. She's hangry.
Oh yeah, like these things, they have countless acres. I think there's 86 acres back there of green, luscious hay. Nope. They don't want that. They want my green grass.
Well,
And of course, Debbie and the kids, they might go back with the odd apple, carrot. They eat well here all summer.
they're coming to the snack farm.
Exactly. They're going to the snack house because after dinner, if they come, they get some snacks.
Congratulations, Wendy.
Yes, I read that, Jody.
21.
What?
And then Wendy, yeah.
And wedding anniversary. And Jody says her niece is expected to give birth today to a baby boy.
Cool.
Safe delivery and healthy baby.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
So yeah, no, we're hoping that I can get through this with about $2,000 worth of immediate things that I have to fix.
Yeah.
As long as the roof is okay, and there's no major structural damage to the back of the house.
Yeah.
I can,
Well,
I'll just have to save up. I'll have to save up and do, like, I want to put a concrete pad on this time.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it is what it is, and I'm not going to get angry. It's just
one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. It gets overwhelming.
That's it. And I'm far too fat to be that stressed out.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm going to second that for myself, too.
Oh, no, girl, you're doing great. Oh my gosh, you're doing so
I
good.
know. Skinny Minnie over here.
Oh, well, I'm working at it. And Lisa has been such an inspiration from Lazy Days. So,
You're doing a wonderful
Lisa's another one that,
Yeah.
tremendous.
She melted.
Yeah.
I know. It's
But
just crazy.
and she and I had a conversation, and she took meds with it for her weight loss, which encouraged me to do it. And people, I've had a lot of backlash in the family, not on YouTube, for taking a med. But I'm like, but the food noise is shut off, and I've hired a trainer, and
girl, you putting the work in.
I am, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. In fact, yesterday I couldn't get my riding lawnmower out of my shed. I undid the brake, right, and I was trying to push it back, and I couldn't get it out. And Sir Grace was caught up, so I couldn't get a hold of him. And so he asked me, so how'd you get that out of there? And I said, well, I lifted the end of the push mower, the riding lawnmower, and I pushed it out. He goes, you did it from the backside, so it wasn't so heavy. I said, no, I did it from the engine side. And I deadlifted it. I got up, and then I pushed it.
Goober, you have a brother you could have called.
Well, yeah, and then I find out this is and I asked him, I said, how heavy do you think this riding lawnmower is? He said, well, it's about 500 pounds. And I said, he goes, you did it from the back end, right? And I'm like, no, I did it from the front end where all the engine is at. And I just got up underneath of it, and I went, and then I went out. And I couldn't get the wheels. He goes, Glenda, there's a pin at the back of the riding lawnmower.
You just pull it.
You pull the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, gracious.
Funny. You should have called your brother.
I should have, but it was like one of those moments. The rain was coming, and I'm going, I got to get this out of the shed, and I can't figure out how to get it out. And
I understand. Sometimes you just want to do it.
Yep. And I'll tell you, I got it done, but that's the strength from weight training. I could not have done that if I hadn't been working out, deadlifting.
And the mental stubbornness.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been there. If you've not seen my mom, my mother, Ann, I'm not too far from her,
Far from the tree.
No.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful is I have a daughter and a granddaughter just like that too, stubborn. It runs thick in the DNA.
Yep.
I don't know where Sarah got her stuff from. She says, I say it's from her daddy.
It's from her dad.
But honestly, I think it was from both of her grandmothers. She didn't have a chance with both of her grandmothers.
That's funny.
They were pistols. They were pistols. Loved them. Great humans, but they were pistols.
Oh, man.
My mother is a pistol, and my grandmother is a pistol, and then my daughter is a pistol, and then I love my almost 3-year-old. Oh my goodness, she is sassy. Stubborn.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I get it.
A good independent lady.
Mm-hmm.
No issues with that.
And her mama is too, so she got a double whammy between her Gigi and her mama.
Boy.
Yeah. When my Sarah was born, my mother looked at me and she said, don't you squash that spirit. She's got my spirit. I want her to go. She's going to go places in this world. So
yes.
Right. But I do. And my daughter has had a daughter just like her. And I said, look, I've already raised one Sarah Dale. I'm moving to China for the second one. I don't do it again. I cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
And she was, whew, Lord have mercy. Thank the Lord I don't have to live their teenage years again.
Right?
Crazy.
Listen, I hear you. And oh man, I love my girls. But man, if I had to do it over again, I'd choke them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Knowing that they turned out to be such amazing adults.
Yeah.
We did something right, man.
Partners in their marriages and wonderful parents and
Yeah.
productive, educated, self-sufficient citizens. I'm so happy. But there was a time when I wondered if they would live that long. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just push one more button.
there's
One more button,
I
Sarah.
brought you in this world.
I had one that did. I was like that too. It was one of my boys. I have two boys, and it was my older boy that I did not know if he was going to live very long either. I kept going, but now he's a dad, and he's an amazing dad, and he's getting close to earning his PhD. And I'm going, okay, so that stubbornness is getting towards that peak. We're getting like we're within a year, and he's in his mid-20s, and we're getting close to that PhD.
Awesome.
Yeah. He has always been educationally super smart, and he, a month before he graduated high school, he already had earned his associate's degree.
Oh my gracious.
And so then it went into college, and they were like, I don't know how to deal with you. And because he was so far advanced. So he's just kept up with that.
That's all. Yeah, no, that didn't happen at the Dale house.
It happened with ours at the Grayson Fire Home. It happened with one. With just one. That's all we got. One.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I remember when my son walked across the stage at graduation, and this doesn't have anything to do with anything. We're just chatting, y'all.
Yeah.
They had said before that when your student walks across the stage, to be quiet, we will all applause at the end. I'm telling you what, it was. I drugged that kid through his nose hairs through high school to get him to graduate. When he walked across that stage, I was screaming and yelling and having, yay, I graduated. So,
High five, Miss Ann. I love that.
That's hilarious.
my mom was so embarrassed. She said, shush, shush, shush. I said, you don't know what I did to get that kid across that stage. No way, Jose.
I love that.
I graduated. Yay.
Well, I'll be the first one to say football got me through high school.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Jody says check your PayPal, Scott.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet? That's very kind. Thank you, Jody.
That's super
Really
kind.
Yeah, hugs to all instead of cigars. They're going to have a big day today. Did y'all hear Butler? I talked to Jerry Butler on the phone the other day. It was Tuesday because he had said a couple things in my chat on Tuesday, and that I didn't understand, and other people were commenting back, but I didn't catch his comments, and they had quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
And
He got hit with a tornado also.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And all his cow fields are, land
Underwater.
pressure, land powered, so they're not solar powered. And they had a Generac generator. They had a fire a couple of weeks ago that fried the board of their generator that they didn't know about. Their water,
Oh my God.
their septic system went bad like just a few hours before the tornado hit. Trees all over everything. Their fences were down. I just feel so sorry for them.
Oh my gosh, that's gut wrenching. I am so sorry, Jerry. If you hear that, I missed it. And
Well, he
oh,
was handling it well. Just
Good.
like Scott saying.
Well, he
mad.
needs a break. He's been through so much.
He needs a break.
He's probably ready for the cruise to get on that thing. Go, Calgon, take me away.
Oh, there he is.
Exactly. Thank you, Jody. I just saw that. It just came through. You didn't need to do that.
Well, that was
in no way was I looking for anything whenever I said,
but I mean, I'm thinking of you. Anything is very kind. That's very kind.
Absolutely.
That's super kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
So Jerry is still in here.
I could send Debbie to McDonald's and leave me alone.
That was very kind. Just
It was
anything.
super kind.
I'm going to use it for our anniversary dinner, maybe on Sunday. I might take her out for dinner.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Super sweet.
30, 29 years on Sunday.
Oh,
Congratulations.
yeah, more than I
Yeah,
I
celebrate.
know.
with
I
you.
know. I should get a medal because Lord knows I put up with her for,
I don't know. I think she's
Medal.
with you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
teasing ya. I'm
Ruth
teasing
and
ya.
I celebrated our 46th wedding anniversary this past Monday.
Oh, congratulations. Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool. We went out to lunch at a fancy restaurant in Edenton that we had not been to before. And we had visions of going to the nursery right after lunch, but man, I got my belly full and we looked at each other and said, "You want to go home and rest?" Yeah, so we came back home and had a lazy day.
Oh, I love that though.
You know what?
It was great.
I'm starting to really get used to my old man nap.
Yeah, the old lady.
Some
nap.
days I don't nap. I just lay there and Hank and I'll fight on the bed. And there's some days that I close my eyes for a little bit and end up 3 hours later. And I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
oh no, I'm never going to sleep tonight.
Oh, well, happy anniversary, honey.
Yeah, if I take a nap, I mean, that is extremely rare. I do that maybe once every 6 months.
Oh, you'll do it on the
No, I'm
cruise?
tired.
That's a good thing.
No.
That's a really good thing. I
So
wish I
depending,
didn't need it, but I do.
yeah, depending.
No, I feel like
on
I
the
need it.
cruise.
I just can't lay down to do it.
Deb hates that because then, like she said, if she has a nap, that just totally throws her system out.
Messes her up.
Exactly. So, and then don't forget, whenever we're on the ship, everybody at the start doesn't think about we're out there for 7 days. They go hard for 3 and then go, they sleep for another, 4 while you're on the ship. The whole thing is just to brace yourself, and it's a marathon. It's not a fast race.
Now, I will say I'm concerned about the time change. I used to be able to do time changes real easy as a military wife, and you travel, you live in other countries and whatnot, in different states. I could do the time change, get it done within a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I do the time change, yeah, I'm not a nice person these days. If I get up in the middle of the night or if I'm up too late, I am just like not a nice person.
That 3-hour thing is a little.
I honestly, it really didn't seem to affect. And don't take this wrong, but the two of yous. It seemed like the two of yous had such a hard time at the time change.
Yes.
I had a terrible time.
Yes.
Both of you. Both of you had the exact same.
No the time change.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. Didn't seem to affect many more. Now, I'm the same way. Internally, I'm like, oh, I've got to get this straightened out.
Yeah.
And yeah. But no, I noticed, and you even mentioned that. Both of you mentioned it at the time.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it at all.
No.
Just pick one, stay with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree with that also. Like, enough's enough. They've been talking about this for how many years now that, we've got we're going to have one time. That's it. That's all. For some reason, I just don't get it.
I lived in Arizona. I lived in Arizona for 6 years. They do not change time.
No.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it.
Well, I mean, I don't know that they'll have the same time across the country, but
no.
Time zones. If we could just, stay.
Well, and exactly, stay at the time
Where we
zone.
are.
We don't need to be flip-flopping around.
Yeah. The reasons are gone now. The reasons that they did that are gone.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's much harder on people flip-flopping than what it is to leave it, and you're having to deal with darkness for an hour for
Right.
literally a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So Butler Family Farm says we're all better now. The septic is pumped, the power's back on, cattle are back in the field, and the genset's working again. Whoop whoop!
Isn't that so? Yeah, it
All
it wasn't
covered.
even because of the tornado. The the whole gen set, like it was, whatever happened to it was for something else, and then boom, they happened to have the tornado the same as we did
That
on
is just the way it goes.
Tuesday, and it almost like they had it Tuesday morning, we had it just after dinner Tuesday night.
Mm.
There was just a great big thing that came straight like from northern Ontario down to pretty much the Oklahoma border and
Yeah, it was a
straight
big
across.
swath. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird.
it's a big swath.
Yeah.
So, well, I was just going to pop up for a minute to say hi, and I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you all. Give you a hug, Glenda and Scott, to actually be in the same room with you is going to be amazing.
I'm so looking forward to meeting you. I asked Scott last night, actually, when he gave me the news about what was going on with the cruise. I'm like, please tell me Miss Ann is coming. He'll tell you I said that. I said, please tell me Miss Ann is coming because I want to hug that woman's neck.
I said, of course she is. And she went, oh.
No, I didn't, you stinker. I did not. I did the happy dance. I really did. I said, please tell me she's coming.
She did do the happy dance and the chicken poo.
Yeah, he got the chicken poo. I did the happy dance.
It is, I don't know what the time zone is, Scotty. It's Arizona time. And Arizona is, I think, 2 hours.
Mountain time.
Yeah.
2 hours from Eastern.
Sir Grace said Iowa and Minnesota got hit yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was watching.
You must be bored, Sir Grace, sitting there watching the TV and all the crud that goes on the normal TV.
Yeah. Man, I tell you. If my YouTube ever did well, or my website, as far as all my goods really took off, y'all would be so sick of me because I'd be coming to every single meetup that exists.
I would not be sick of you. I would not be sick of you. I'll tell you that right. I will bring you a Coke at every single one. I will not be sick of you.
I will double check.
Oh, no, it's Ann again.
Oh, no. You have that with Glenda, but there she is.
I think you can with NCL. I know with Carnival you can. I think with NCL you can also bring 12 Cokes.
Good, I'm smuggling some on the ship from Miss Ann because I want to be.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If she brings some, Worth brings some.
We'll get 12 people to bring a Coke a piece, because I don't drink but one a day.
Okay, well, you got Sir Grace, you got me, so there's 2. Scott and Debbie, there's 4. Now, who else will help us out, please?
Don't want y'all.
Don't worry, she don't even need our help with her gaggle of folks that she's got going with her.
That's right, I do. But a husband, which I'm thrilled. This is a bucket list trip for him. And no Coke Zero. That's right, Scotty. No Coke Zero.
The real Coke.
And then my daughter and son-in-law, and then our 2 grandchildren. So we'll have what? That's 6 suitcases. We can stick a couple of Coca-Colas in there.
We're up to 10. We just need 2 more people.
Yeah.
Jerry, you guys could each bring a Coke too. Then we've got Miss Ann taken care of. We figured it out.
And if they kick us off the ship, I'll be sure to wave as we go by.
Right.
Hey-o!
I don't want anybody messed up because of it. I do not.
No. I will make sure that we are allowed to before we go do anything.
Yeah. I was told you could bring 1 bottle of wine and a 12-pack of some sort of soda, is what I was told.
Now I know Carnival is like that, and there's no issues there. I've also had
You only like Pepsi.
if you go to a specialty dining restaurant the first night, I believe you get a free bottle of wine for your room. So if there's like 4 or whatever people, the people that don't drink, they
Or
can
a party of
take
6.
yeah, the party of 6 at the free restaurant. You don't get a free bottle of wine.
I am depending. I am okay. So I'm the person in the back that's going, look at the pretty lights. And so I'm not
So
I'm not
that's where Sarah
you're a
gets.
go-getter in finding out websites and free things. And Scott, oh my gosh, you're a planner and get everybody the best deals they could possibly get ever. So I'm just sitting back listening to y'all. I'll be listening, going, okay, I can do. Okay, thanks, I can do that. I can do
Well,
this.
if Sarah's not working tomorrow night, tell her to log on.
Okay. Yeah, no, she has a stomach bug now.
Oh no! So that means if she's got it, the kids will probably have it all weekend.
Well, let me share with you their lovely trip to Houston. Okay. Drew had a training thing for his chief in the Coast Guard. So the military flew him out separately but she and the kids went out that same day and stayed in the same hotel. Well, they didn't get there till late. Everybody slept in and all that stuff. Monday, that was on a Sunday. Monday, it rained like cats and dogs, like flash flooding everywhere in Houston. So they couldn't go anywhere on Monday. Tuesday morning, they were getting up. Now they're in a hotel room, right? Tuesday morning, they got up and Millie said, I don't feel good, Mama. And graced her with
Oh no!
all over the room. And then James, 2 days later or a day later, had the same thing. Drew got it, the stomach bug, had to come home from his classes on Wednesday. They were just trying to survive to get home on Saturday. All right.
That's not. Oh my God! That is nothing.
All in one room with one bathroom.
Oh, that poor family.
You're having to wash sheets and
You'd have people all over in the tub and the bath.
Man,
Oh my goodness!
Now, by Friday, everybody felt well enough to go to the Space Museum for a couple of hours. It was close to the hotel, wasn't any ways away from the hotel. So, but poor Millie, she was still not well when they got back. So, Sarah went to work Monday and came home Tuesday morning. She said about 3:00 in the morning doing her shift. She worked 7P to 7A. About 3:00 in the morning, she went, uh-oh.
Oh no!
It's been sick all day. What a vacation, right? You spend all this money to fly out to Houston to see all their museums and their parks and all these fun things. And you spend the entire week in the hotel room.
Oh man!
Live and learn. Drew said, y'all are never allowed to come on another trip with me.
I was gonna say that. I could just see him going, okay, you guys over there.
That's it.
Oh man.
That was the
Now,
time.
didn't I hear somebody got sick at Tin Killer and they were Terry.
Yeah.
They had to go home early.
Yeah.
She wasn't feeling very well.
Mm-hmm. And Christine had a hard time on Saturday morning, I believe. But she got herself together.
Okay.
Anyway, it was
Gracious.
it was quite the time.
That is so difficult traveling like that and then have the family go down. Oh,
It is totally stinks. Now,
Well, and how do you do, laundry? Yes, there is some places that have washing machines, but if you're not feeling well, you don't want to go do laundry.
right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
apparently they did have some washing machines downstairs in that
Oh,
particular.
okay.
So she was able to wash clothes and she helped the housekeeping change all the beds and gather all the towels and all those things. I can't wait to see you either, Sir Grace. I just love it. It's gonna give you a big old hug. It's gonna be fun.
That's okay, Sir Grace. Yeah, you worry about just seeing, Auntie Anne. Don't worry about me.
oh,
He's got another comment in there. He says, "I can't wait to drive the go-kart with you, Scott."
yeah. That race is going down.
So I got a little birdie from Tin Killer that maybe there's some big money being bet around about winning and losing. Like $500 winning and losing.
Oh no, yeah, no, we won't be.
I'm not betting. I'm just saying. Sir
Oh,
Grace,
no. It's already put down.
Sir Grace is going to win.
It's already been put down.
Sir Grace.
These two people are betting, and one person might have had a few beverages.
Okay, I think I might know who that might be.
And she said that $500 says the women are going to beat the men.
Well, it won't be for lack of trying. I can tell you that.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, so that's okay. We have
way out of my comfort zone because I'm pretty sure that racetrack is like super high. I get really dizzy and scared at heights. And
Miss Ann, you're gonna love. You're just gonna let go of the wheel and Jesus, take the wheel and hope that you make that corner. Because if not, it's a
yes.
That's why the puppy's staying with me. When this race goes down, the puppy's staying with me because everybody I lose that puppy. All right,
Puppy's driving.
No, the puppy's gonna stay with his mama.
No. Puppers is driving. Sir Grace and I are gonna sit in the back seat. No.
That's the case. Well, we have to bring a life vest for the puppers. I always make sure he has it on at all times.
That's right. Well, I mean, I did one of those things. It wasn't a racetrack, but it was in the mountains where you get on these little scooters and you go this and this and this all down a mountain.
Oh yeah.
And you're supposed to, I didn't know, push forward to stop, push back to go.
Yeah.
I get mixed up.
I can see that. I've done that before.
Stop it.
Yes.
And was flying there. I was scared to death. I was going to fall out of that little cart, man, screaming my lungs off, going, mine's broken. You know? Look out below.
I have to tell you a story. So
Sir Grace said, just don't look down, Miss Ann.
Yeah, just don't look down.
It helps if you're visually impaired, Sir Grace. Some people are not visually impaired.
For him to say.
It's a little harder for some of us, buddy.
So we, the organization I'm with, they took all of we're fellows is what our titles are. We're not guys, but that's our title with this organization. Yeah. We did a fellowship, so we're fellows. And Wounded Warrior Project took all the fellows on a retreat many years ago to Pennsylvania. And we went down on one of those mountain coasters, just like what you're talking about, right? And so I had the blast. I did the same thing. I got it mixed up. That's why girl, right here. I get you, girl. So I get down off the mountain, and then these two, I was waiting for them to come down. They came down, and one was all bloodied up and everything. And I went, what happened? And she said, well, a chipmunk jumped the track and went the chipmunk. and it knocked her off. And so the other one, pulled back, forward, and had her get back on the thing. And then they finally got down together, and I said, "That's okay." I said, "We're all Easter SEAL trained through the VA, so we're good. We're good. You're with trained caregivers. Let's clean your physical wounds up, and then we'll deal with the psychological too. We got you, girl. We're Easter SEAL trained." And let me say, that has been the joke now since that incident happened. And there are some people who are afraid to go down one of those coasters in case a chipmunk jumps the track again.
I didn't even think of that.
Then you just run him over. It's the same.
All I'm going to say is this literally happened.
Oh.
Well,
yeah. You gotta be careful. Be careful going
out.
I'm sorry, but I've seen people almost get in a head-on car crash because there was a squirrel on the road.
Yeah.
Well, she took the chipmunk out, and she still got knocked off the track.
Yeah. That's got to be one large chipmunk. Actually, speaking of chipmunks, Hank.
Find out what he's doing on. Well, y'all.
Were you on Daddy's chair? It's okay. You can go lay down in Dad's chair.
Oh, sweet boy. I've got Brownie laying here.
I was going to ask, where's Brownie at?
He was laying at my feet. His days are on this side of the Rainbow Bridge are very numbered. But he's still trucking along, doing his thing. He didn't sleep hardly at all for the last 2 nights. Can't see to get off the bed. Can't see to get back on the bed. Gets himself stuck in the corners of the house. And he's hacking like heart failure. So, but he's almost 18.
Wow, what a life.
And that's what finally, like I was saying to you the other day, that's finally what took Lexi was heart failure.
Yeah.
She started the hacking, and the vet said, now you need to.
Yeah.
Now is starting to cause her issues.
Yeah.
So now it's for you, and you're not thinking of her.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And that was the hardest thing.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to let him suffer. So we'll see. No. It's going to be a very difficult decision, but God's got a plan.
He does.
Figure it out.
He does.
And he will bring his comfort. And Brownie has had the best life that a dog could ever possibly have.
Yeah, that's it. And our little Lexi, we saved her from an abusive home. She didn't have any fur whenever she came to us.
Oh, goodness.
So she had, I think she was 13 whenever she died.
Yeah.
So she had like 10 phenomenal years of,
I was trying to find my calculator to do 18 times 7. But yeah, she did. She had a wonderful life with you guys.
Yeah.
It's tough. Well, he is coughing, but he's telling me that it's his lunchtime.
Oh, so, I got to take care of the old gentleman.
Brown.
He's 100. He's 126.
Yeah, and he acts like it too. So some days. So it's a race between he and I who can get across the room the fastest.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye, Brian.
Oh, and did you talk to Jerry about the fishing? Because he did book.
He has talked to me before. He's texted me about it. And
it's just we were talking about it yesterday, and I'm like, I gotta remember to mention that to Miss Ann that Jerry has already booked.
He has all of their excursions. He's got a file going. He's got everything paid for, taken care of. He is on the ball with it all.
We'll just wait till it's the final day. And I know exactly what's going to come out of his mouth is the next trip we go on I'm not going to do as many excursions because we've all done it. Our first one,
Well,
you
yeah.
want to do one every time. There's a lot of stuff that you just want to walk around, like
Yeah. That's what I'll be doing mostly, is
Oh.
seeing the sights and walking
Yeah.
around and
Same.
enjoying the time. And honestly, you can hardly wait for the cruise. Killing Farms, us too. It's
Yeah.
so soon. I mean, it's almost. It's
I know.
gosh, it's May, isn't it? May.
It is May
Yeah.
1st.
Yeah. So August 23rd is right around the corner.
Oh, I'm
All
so
right.
excited.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. I'll be in
Okay,
the chat.
bye, Miss Ann.
I'm Zan.
Yeah, that's right. I was going 23, but yeah, they're coming in a day early where we're going in 2 days early.
Okay. Yeah. We're going in 2 days early, kind of get things settled down. And happy May Day. That's what I was thinking. I almost said that, Miss Wendy. I almost said that. Happy May Day.
And we got married on May the 4th.
Oh, may the 4th be with you.
And I'm not a Star Wars. Never. There's something about Star Wars, Star Trek. Never.
Not your jam.
Not my jam.
Not your jam.
Not my jam.
Be with you. Yeah, be with you. It was funny because yesterday I was just singing that NSYNC song. It's gonna be May all day yesterday. All the things.
Sir Grace, did you hear what she did to me yesterday? She threw me in chicken poo.
He did. He took a topple right into the chicken poop.
I didn't take a tap.
Face forward.
She pushed
right in the face. Yep.
I was being a good supervisor, watching her cut, the sticks.
The branches off the tree.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that they were perfect. You were probably, you have other stuff you got to deal with right now.
Yep.
And I was making sure they were cut just perfect for you.
And I left the big parts alone for the chicken. He's going to make perches with it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's why I was taking all the little sticky part off, because I thought, well, I'll use that in the raised bed.
Okay, so the thicker ones you're going to use.
He's going to reuse. Yeah, he's going to make perches with it. And then we're going to do chicken swings too for fun. Yes, we are doing it. I want to see if Minnie will get up on it. But we're thinking maybe if with like the natural, it might be better than like a 2x4.
Sir Grace, good luck, buddy. But it does, I got to say, it does look phenomenal.
It does. It's come a long way. So Sir Grace and Trip from Trip Up the Mountain, they both built it, but they built it over the little chicken run. So the big one's gone, and now it's going to be just one run. But we still need to go in and demolish the little run, take it out. They did that because we didn't know how long of a timeline that would be, and that's just too much for our chickens to have free access into the subdivision. And oh my gosh, I had to do the walk of shame with one of them.
No.
Yeah. So it was his bird. It's the one that he picked out. Her name is Glinda. Little Miss Glinda went down the street in the neighborhood.
She was going to visit.
She was just breaking the law, because chickens are banned in our city. Breaking the law, little lawbreaker. Breaking the law. And I'm
I can see her just going.
I'm going. And there's a little Cocker Spaniel in this particular house that is out on the front lawn. And there she is, breaking the law. So it took me a few minutes to figure out where she was at. I had the rest of the girls counted for, and they all stayed in the field, which is where they're allowed. And
that's when you hung up. I should have stayed on the phone because that would have been hilarious watching.
I should have videoed it. I should have bad boy, what you gonna do? What they come for you? Yeah, that should have been her.
Running down the street.
So I had to go street to go get her. And I'm like, girl, you were going to get us in so much trouble. And I looked to make sure she didn't poop in their lawn. I hope she didn't, but
Well,
I looked.
it's not like you're picking that up.
Well, I'd have to, but I mean, their dog.
What?
I have a pooper scooper for the dog. I could go get the pooper scooper and pick it up.
I want to see you try to get chicken poo with a puppy pooping scoop.
I actually have done it before. It works. Yeah. Okay. So if you're in a subdivision, you really do have to think about your city stuff. And yes, you have to pick it up. You can't just leave the poo. But I did look. But man, she was just like, I'm going down. I'm breaking the law.
It was trying out all the grasses.
Oh my gosh. But then, okay, get a load of this. So our city ordinances ban chickens. Well, one of the city councilmen this week said, let me see here. I want to make sure I say it right. You can get like special permission to have, I'm trying to think of what that's called.
So we have a bylaw here that you have to register your chickens, and on a residential 1 acre lot, you can have up to 6 chickens. There's no roosters.
A variance. You can have a variance. Chickens are now allowed with a variance. So I contacted our code enforcer, and he knows me because I got turned in by the city or to the city for having chickens, but they can't do anything because they're in the county. But it's a variance, Sir Grace. And he explained to me the process of it. And he said, I don't think you'd have any problems with it, but you have to notify your neighbors, which I do have a neighbor who acts as a mayor of our subdivision. It's kind of like an HOA Karen, but we just call him the mayor. So anyhow, so I'm not sure he would be for it, but I have to get like written permission from like all the neighbors that I could have my chickens in my yard. And
even if you have one that doesn't agree with it, what I should do is send you down our bylaw.
Yeah, I should, but I have to look at our city too.
And then, this bylaw, they could just amend, put your city ordinance on it, and it's all done up. Like, it's all legalized. It's,
Yeah.
Up to 5 acres, you're allowed 6 birds.
Oh, that's might be out of ratio. I have 10 ladies.
Well, it's unfortunately you had to start somewhere.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying, I actually asked our code enforcer, I said, well, what do you think for my property, the size of my property? And he said, what? Sorry, I got drugs on board for my post-traumatic headache. Oh, he's got a headache. Okay. So we don't want to say that word. A nurse has given him medication where he's at. So it's not just any gun.
Yeah, he's not just popping pills.
He's not popping pills.
These are regulated meds.
He is, so I guess I'll have to just say now that Sir Grace has put it in there. Sir Grace is actually in the hospital right now, so he's not feeling good. Get better, babe. We'll talk on it a bit. But
thinking of your brother.
Yeah. Okay, so it's prescription from the nurse because he is in the hospital. He's not doing anything illegal. You gotta be careful on your words, babe. You're gonna get him in trouble.
That's okay, buddy. I'll send you some good stuff.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna help. Anyways, I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I got something to tell you in a bit, but anyhow, we'll talk backstage. But yeah, so yeah, he could use all the prayers right now. So for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're just about to end it for the day anyways. We're up over an hour and a half. prescription medicine doctor delivered by a nurse.
He's trying to backtrack what he's saying because he's not thinking straight right now.
I know. So, Sir Grace, I'll put the link. I will not bring you up until we're down if you want to come in the back and chat.
And so just click the link and it should just pop up.
Yeah, just click the link and you'll see it here in a minute.
Go ahead and click it while we're still live, but then
click it. No, I'm not going to put you up, and it'll only be your brother and your handler that'll see you after the end. And where is...
There you go, babe. Click that
There
link.
you go, bud.
I don't want to with the... Oh, okay. He doesn't want to with the tube in. Okay.
Okay, buddy. It's all good, bud.
I got you. No big deal.
No. Just know that I'm thinking about you and praying about you, and we'll talk soon.
Yep. And I'll talk to you in a couple minutes. You know I do. I call him, what you doing? Have you ran a marathon yet? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jump up and down. Jump up and down.
Cheerleader.
I'll give you a Scooby snack.
Got him.
It'll be good for your coat.
Yeah. Hey, no copper sulfates added. Yeah.
Oh, you're watching Bob, are you? All right. I see what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, so those of you that are going on the trip, if you want to talk tomorrow night, or if you just want to come and talk at all, it don't matter. You just come on by.
Yep.
It'll be our normal Friday night, and we're just going to be giving everybody a heads up on what they should do.
Not like me. Look for all the freebies.
And that's exactly what she said to me. It's free.
It's free.
It's free for everybody.
Figure out, I could have done it for a booking of 10. I took the smallest ones. I'm thinking, well, I just need 4 friends.
And if we were going to do the 5 couples that, you need 10. So she didn't even get the number right.
Somebody else. No, because I was confused and I thought, well, I better book this. And and I thought, well, if I did 10, I don't know if I could, that might be too many people, but if I did 6 and, then I just need 4
We're
friends.
probably going to need a 6 and a 10 or a 10 and a,
Somebody else could look for this freebie and then book.
But it's the Manhattan room, so it's just a little swankier. It's pretty much the same food in all 3 restaurants. And then, but, like I said, I'll have a script written out tomorrow night that everybody.
Okay, please don't. Not this case.
Jesse has something to do tomorrow, and then he's hoping to be back in time. And then we'll try to bring it up on the screen so that you can see what we're talking about. Because there's honestly, if you haven't, and I'm going to put this down in our Facebook page, please don't take this the wrong way. If you're in the Facebook page, we're going to start dwindling it down to just the group that's going. Mm-hmm. Because if we get so many people asking questions, I need to focus on the people that are actually going. I'll answer questions all day.
Right.
But shoot me a message. It's going to make it getting that much closer a little bit easier for myself, Miss Lisa, Glenda, trying to get stuff answered, and you know, we'll be talking tomorrow night. Disabilities, food allergies, whatever, you should be getting in contact with them right now. Get your disabilities looked after.
Mhm.
And that way there, whenever they book your airline, you're booked as, like myself, I'm booked as disabled. So I get first load in, you're not rushed. They ask you, just wait till everybody leaves the plane and they push all out. And then you've got as long as you want to exit off the plane. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be there about, I think it's said one of the arrival times is right around noon.
We have 115 days to go.
I know.
I'm just
now,
looking.
Is that just the cruise? Is that the cruise day
departing Seattle in 115 days?
So we're going to be there in 113.
Right. But the cruise leaves in 115 days. Mm-hmm.
And I think the Bliss is going out the same day we are, which is going to mean a nightmare at Pier 66.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be crazy. So that's why also we're going to recommend the people that are, if you're not staying in our area, make sure that you've got a good Uber and they listen to you. And you've got to get it heading south, not north, or you'll have to walk like a quarter mile. But there's another way where they can drop you off right at the terminal, but they have to be headed back up. They got to go by it, flip around, and then they got to go heading south. That way there, you're dropped off right at the terminal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm about to book my scooter today. I got warned again that she's not going to go unless she sees that there's going to be a scooter there. So
I'll just deadlift you and throw you up, and we'll just push you on the thing. I mean, if I'm picking up a tractor and doing that, might as well take. Yeah, I can do you too. We'll just find it's like no.
Yeah, no. Mackenzie said, "Just put me in a tire and roll me."
There we go.
Don't even think about it.
She said, "Just get in the tractor anyway. You'll have plenty of room."
Whee! There goes stuff. Just put your hands up. Go wee.
Or not. And yes, Sir Grace, I told her about that little thingy in the back of the.
I didn't know. I tried getting a hold of Sir Grace and it was one of those things that I picked it up the front where the engine's at, and I'm like, it's getting out of the shed one way or another. And I literally picked the thing up and out it went.
It would have been a lot easier to just put your finger and go ting, and it would have just rolled back.
I tried calling. He'll tell you.
Did you call me? Did you call me? No. Enough said.
I have another option instead of the tractor tire. You know those Fisher Price red and yellow cars? I'm sure we could get them a big one.
With the feet.
Yeah.
I want one.
You can put your stickers on the side, Dad.
Oh, I'm going to put Sir Grace on the top, and Puppers is going to pull us.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Grace actually got into one of those when, we had one for our oldest kiddo when she was little. And he actually, this big, tall human, got into one of the little kitty ones. And it was hysterical watching him try to get out of it.
I was going to say, it's probably not that bad getting in. It's trying to get out of the darn thing.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you remember Knight Rider, Scott?
Yeah, every Friday night I watch that.
Okay,
are you home for supper?
No.
Good. Bye.
When I was little, I got a Knight Rider car, and it was up, and it was like a Flintstone car. You kind of had to, move it.
Mhm.
But I had like all the buttons, and it would light and everything. And I'd take this thing down the sidewalk.
You mean the whole front would
I
light
had
up?
a Knight Rider car. It was a toy, kind of like the little red thing, but mine was Knight Rider. And it had the lights, and it talked, and yeah.
Wow. Wait.
I had a Knight Rider. True story. Sir Grace remembers. Yep. So I got.
Hey, you got him with your Knight Rider car.
I did. I said, "Get in. Let's go for a ride."
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo! Picked him up,
Yeah.
and I just like Fred Flintstone.
Hang on. We're going now.
We're leaving. Bye.
Oh my God. But anyways, we will see everybody tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here. Probably same spot with Santa Claus. Santa Claus will be here too.
Awesome.
So take care, guys. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow.